Hey, this is your boy the Duck coming at you with another little PSA tip for you. Something I see a lot, and actually just saw at the range this morning. Understand, smaller guns don't mean less recoil. It's the caliber, the bullet, the size of said bullet that affects how much recoil a gun has. And if I take the same 9mm bullet and I put it on a full-size gun, it's going to recoil less than a small gun. And let me explain why. When you grip a gun, your goal is contact with the gun. We're trying to maximize contact with the firearm. Think of this as tires on a road. The more tire I have contacting the road, the more control I'm going to have. Well, it's the same thing for a gun. The more gun that I have to be able to grip, the more contact area that I can create with that gun, the better I will be able to manage recoil, especially if I'm using proper technique and proper grip technique and grip pressure. But I see a lot of times, and especially with women, I see a lot of times these women are intimidated by bigger guns because they think small gun equals small recoil. But it's actually typically the opposite. So be mindful of that. You know, the same caliber, I take a big ass engine, big old, V8, and I put it in a little Honda Civic, it's going to be a bitch to control that power. But if I take that same engine and put it in a big old truck, big old dually, it's going to be a lot easier to manage that power. So just something to think about, and I've seen this more times than I can count over the years, and it is something that really will probably help you. Now, is there such a thing as too big of a gun? If you have gaps between your hands, where your hands can't contact each other, yes, that grip is probably obnoxiously too big for you. Think of a female with really small hands shooting maybe a big Desert Eagle, or some of the bigger like Glock 21s, the 45s. Sometimes those grips are too big. So there is still a balancing act there. But commonly with 9mm, your full-size 9mm are probably going to be easier to control. So like Glock 19, Glock 17 size. So just some food for thought, little tip for you. So again, small gun, more of a pain in the ass. This is your boy the Duck saying quack quack, be safe. Later.